Hey everyone, let's talk about dates. You know that exciting, nerve-wracking, potentially awkward dance we do when we like someone? It's a jungle out there. But don't worry, I'm here to help you navigate it with style and grace. We're going to break down the art of date design because who doesn't love a well-designed date? Think of it like planning a surprise party. You wouldn't throw confetti and cake at someone without some planning, right? Dates need a little structure too. But don't worry, this isn't about being stiff or boring. It's about creating an experience that's fun, memorable, and shows your date you put in some effort. We'll cover everything from first date jitters to navigating those exciting later stages. So, grab your notebooks and let's get this date design party started. Ever heard of a little something called the Aristotelian unities? Don't worry, this isn't a philosophy lecture. It's a fancy way of saying every good story. And yes, your date is a story. Needs a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning sets the stage. Think of it as your opening act. You want to break the ice, create a comfortable atmosphere, and get the conversation flowing. The middle is where you build the connection. This is your chance to really chat, get to know each other, and share some laughs. And finally, the end. This isn't about just saying goodbye and running for the hills. It's about wrapping things up on a high note, leaving a lasting impression, and setting the stage for a potential second date. The classic dinner date. It's a tale as old as time. But don't let the simplicity fool you. A dinner date can be incredibly romantic and intimate if done right. Start with the setting. Skip the stuffy, overly formal places. Opt for somewhere cozy, inviting, and conducive to conversation. Think soft lighting, comfortable seating, and maybe even some live music. The food is important too. Choose a restaurant with a menu you'll both enjoy, and don't be afraid to share some appetizers. Sharing food is a great way to break the ice and create a sense of connection. And of course, no dinner date is complete without dessert. Whether it's a decadent chocolate cake or a simple scoop of ice cream, ending on a sweet note is always a good idea. Who doesn't love a good movie night? It's one of those simple pleasures that can turn an ordinary evening into something special. It's the perfect excuse to snuggle up on the couch, share some popcorn, and escape into another world for a while. Whether it's a classic film or the latest blockbuster, the experience is always better when you're together. But let's be real, a movie date at home can go from romantic to snooze fest real quick if you're not careful. The last thing you want is for one of you to fall asleep halfway through the film. The key is to create an atmosphere that's both cozy and inviting. This means paying attention to the little details that make a big difference. Ditch the harsh overhead lights and opt for soft lamps or candles instead. The gentle glow will create a warm and intimate setting. Drape some blankets over the furniture, making sure they're within easy reach. There's nothing like wrapping up in a soft, warm blanket to make you feel cozy. Light a fire in the fireplace if you have one. The crackling sound and the flickering flames add a magical touch to the evening. And maybe even sprinkle some rose petals around for an extra touch of romance. It's a small gesture that can make the night feel even more special. And don't forget the snacks. A variety of treats will keep you both satisfied throughout the movie. No movie night is complete without a mountain of popcorn. It's the quintessential movie snack that everyone loves. Candy, chips, and other goodies are also great to have on hand. The more options, the better. Bonus points if you make some homemade treats to share. Baking together can be a fun activity that adds to the overall experience. After all, the way to someone's heart is through their stomach, right? Sharing delicious food can make the evening even more memorable. So, set the scene, gather your favorite snacks, and get ready for a cozy and romantic movie night that you'll both cherish. Section 5. Phone calls. Before the big day, tips for a sparkling first impression. Okay, so you've planned the perfect date. You've got the location, the activity, the whole shebang. But before you head out that door, there's one crucial step you don't want to skip. The pre-date phone call. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ellen, phone calls are so old school. Can't I just send a quick text? And while a text is fine for confirming logistics, a quick phone call can make a world of difference in setting the tone for your date. Why? because it shows you're making an effort. It gives you a chance to hear each other's voices, get a feel for each other's energy, and build some excitement for your upcoming date. Plus, let's be honest, who doesn't love hearing the sound of someone special's voice? Section 6. Date night disasters. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. We've all been there. Whether it's a first date or the 100th, things can go wrong. You're on a date, things are going swimmingly, and then bam! Disaster strikes. It can be something small or something that feels monumental in the moment. Maybe you spill your drink all over yourself, and suddenly you're drenched and embarrassed. Or perhaps you accidentally bring up your ex, and the conversation takes an awkward turn. Or maybe you commit the cardinal sin of checking your phone at the dinner table, making your date feel unimportant. Look, dates are about putting your best foot forward, showing your best self, and making a good impression. But they're also about being yourself and having fun. It's important to strike a balance between the two, so don't beat yourself up if things go a little haywire. Everyone makes mistakes, and it's how you handle them that counts. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes and move on. Reflect on what happened and think about how you can avoid it next time. And remember, a little humor goes a long way. Laughing at yourself can diffuse tension and make the situation more comfortable. If you can laugh at yourself and the situation, it shows confidence and resilience. It'll make things a whole lot less awkward, and your date will likely appreciate your ability to handle mishaps with grace. So go forth, date bravely, and don't be afraid to embrace the occasional mishap. It's all part of the experience. Remember, it's these little imperfections that often make the best stories and memories. After all, it's the imperfections that make life interesting, right? Embrace them, learn from them, and keep moving forward. Section 7. Thinking outside the box. Creative date ideas for the adventurous soul. Dinner and a movie are great and all, but sometimes you want to shake things up a bit. If you're looking for a date that's a little more adventurous, a little more outside the box, then this one's for you. Think about your shared interests. Do you both love the outdoors? Plan a hike or bike ride through a scenic park. Are you both art enthusiasts? Visit a local museum or art gallery. Are you both adrenaline junkies? Hit up an amusement park or go-kart track. The possibilities are endless. The key is to choose an activity that you'll both enjoy and that will allow you to connect on a deeper level. So get creative, have some fun, and make some memories that will last a lifetime. Section 8. The late date. Navigating the waters of after-hours romance. The late date. It's a magical time filled with whispered secrets, late-night snacks, and the undeniable feeling that the world has slowed down just for you two. The night offers a unique backdrop, where the usual hustle and bustle fades away, leaving just the two of you to explore the depths of your connection. But navigating the waters of after-hours romance can be tricky. The darkness can be both a friend and a foe, offering intimacy but also requiring careful consideration of each other's comfort and boundaries. You want to create an atmosphere that's both intimate and respectful, while also keeping things fun and lighthearted. It's about striking the right balance between romance and relaxation, ensuring that both of you feel cherished and at ease. One of my favorite late date activities is stargazing. There's something profoundly romantic about lying under the vast expanse of the night sky, feeling the cool breeze, and pointing out constellations to each other. Find a spot away from the city lights, spread out a blanket, and spend hours gazing up at the stars. The tranquility of the night, combined with the beauty of the cosmos, creates a perfect setting for deep conversations and shared dreams. It's a truly magical experience that will leave you feeling connected to each other and the universe around you. The shared silence, punctuated by the occasional shooting star, can be more intimate than words. Another great option is a late-night picnic. This simple yet thoughtful gesture can turn an ordinary evening into a memorable adventure. Pack up a basket with all your favorite treats, find a secluded spot in a park or by the water, and enjoy each other's company under the moonlight. The gentle lapping of the water, the soft rustle of leaves, and the glow of the moon create an enchanting atmosphere, perfect for heartfelt conversations and shared laughter. Whether you're reminiscing about old memories or dreaming about the future, these moments will become cherished memories that strengthen your bond. Section 9. Double the fun, making double dates a blast for everyone. Double dates. They can be a great way to mix things up, get to know your partner in a different setting, and maybe even make some new friends along the way. But let's be real, double dates can also be a recipe for disaster if they're not planned well. The key is to choose a couple you both enjoy spending time with and an activity that everyone will enjoy. Dinner and drinks are always a safe bet, or you could opt for something more active like bowling, mini golf, or even an escape room. The important thing is to choose something that allows for both conversation and friendly competition. And hey, if all else fails, you can always resort to telling embarrassing stories about each other. Just kidding. Kind. Section 10. Beyond Date 4. Navigating the exciting waters of a budding romance. So you've made it past the first few dates. You're texting regularly, you're comfortable around each other, and you might even be starting to catch feelings. Congratulations! You've officially entered the exciting and sometimes terrifying world of a budding romance. This is the stage where things start to get real. You're letting your guard down, you're sharing more about yourselves, and you're starting to see each other in a new light. It's a beautiful and vulnerable time, so it's important to navigate it with care. Communication is key during this stage. Talk about your feelings, your expectations, and your hopes for the future. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Letting someone see your heart is a sign of strength, not weakness. Section 11. Quality time over expensive gifts. The key to lasting memories. Listen, I love a good gift as much as the next person. But when it comes to dating, I'm a firm believer that quality time trumps expensive gifts any day of the week. The best dates are the ones where you're fully present with each other, engaged in conversation, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. It doesn't matter if you're hiking through the mountains, sharing a pizza on the couch, or simply strolling hand in hand through the park. So ditch the pressure to impress with fancy dinners and extravagant outings. Instead, focus on creating meaningful experiences that will strengthen your bond and leave you both feeling loved and appreciated. Section 12. The final touch. Making your date feel special. As we wrap up our date design journey, let's talk about the final touch. Making your date feel special. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? It's about showing someone that you care, that you're thinking about them, and that you're willing to put in the effort to make them feel good. Now go forth, date bravely, and remember to have fun.